everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Shelly, and today I'll be cooking some gungo peas soup. For this recipe, I'll be using some salted pigtails with some fresh beef. I'm using cock soup, coconut milk, green scotch bonnet pepper, thyme, chopped garlic, chopped scallion, corn, sweet potatoes, Irish potatoes, gungo peas, pumpkin, pimentas. There's no way I can make my soup without dumplings. For my dumplings, I'll be using some all-purpose flour with a little cornmeal, and I've added a pinch of salt. I'll be washing the pigtails and beef with some water and a little vinegar. If you do not have vinegar, you can go ahead and use lime or lemon. Guys, up next, I'll be adding both the beef and pigtails to a pot with some water. I'll be boiling them for about 10 minutes because I want to get rid of some of the salt from the pigtails. And I also want the beef to be flavored with the salt. So I'll be boiling them for about 10 minutes and I'll be doing this twice. Now let's drain this water and we'll be adding some fresh water. To this pressure cooker, I've added some water and I'm adding my gungo peas. As soon as the water starts boiling, I'll be adding some fresh water just to sink the peas. But first, we'll be adding the meat. Now that I've synced the peas, I'm just going to cover the pressure cooker and allow everything to pressure. Guys, to this pot, I've added some water and I'm adding my corns and pumpkins. I'll just allow these to boil for about 10 minutes. Guys, off camera, I've made the dough for my dumplings. I have also went ahead and I've peeled my ground produce. I have them sitting in some water because I'll be washing them. Guys, we'll be making our dumplings and we'll be adding them to the pots. Some people may be wondering, why am I cooking the food in a separate pot? But for me, it's less time consuming because while the meat is cooking, the food can be cooking at the same time. Eventually, I'll be combining everything together. And guys, when making your dumplings, you can make them in any shape of your preference. Now that I've added all the dumplings, I'm just giving this a stir because I do not want the dumplings to stick to the bottom of the pot. Now I'll be adding the Irish and the sweet potatoes. Guys, if you notice, I did not add a lot of water to the pot. That's because I'll be adding the water from the pressure cooker. Now that the meat and peas is cooked, I'll be pouring the water from the pressure cooker to this pot. Here I have my powdered coconut milk. To mix the coconut milk, it's best to use warm water. But for me, I'm just using a little of the boiling water from the pot. Guys, if you have the liquid coconut milk, you can go ahead and use that one instead. Let's add our coconut milk. Following the coconut milk, I'll be adding the green onions. Green onion is the same thing we Jamaicans call scallion. Following the green onions, I'll be adding the thyme, scotch bonnet pepper, and chopped garlic. This soup is smelling so good already, and it's not yet finished. Now I'll be adding my pimento berries. Guys, now we are adding our gungo peas, pigtails, and beef. Now that we have added everything, we'll just give this a stir, cover the pot, and allow everything to boil. Guys, up next, I'll be mixing my cock soup, and I'll be mixing it with a little room temperature water. For me, it's easier to do it this way than adding it straight to the pot, because sometimes when you add it straight to the pot, it tends to be a little bit lumpy. And guys, I forgot to tell you that I'm only using half of the cock soup because I want my soup to look more gungo-like than pumpkin-like. I hope you understand what I mean. In other words, I want my soup to look more like gungo soup because that's what it is and not pumpkin soup. Last but not least, I'll be adding a little of my all-purpose seasoning just to add a little flavor. Now we'll just stir, cover the pot, and allow this to boil for another 20 to 25 minutes and medium to low heat. Guys, look at this soup. Oh my god, it looks so delicious. For all the pork lovers, I know that your mouth is watering. Even the person behind the camera, mouth is watering also. For my next gungo pea soup video, I will not be using any pork for all those who do not eat pork. So just stick around for that one. Please remember to like, share, comment, and for those who haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.